Hey, rabbit. Everybody, welcome. Welcome into today's show, Coffee with Wes. I think I'm going to have a cartoon character do this on Friday for the party. Everybody, welcome. There you go. There is your final countdown intro to the show. Coffee with Wes. Hello, Rabbit. Hello there, Justine. Peace and love. I hope everybody is having themselves a good day. Everybody out there is not feeling that good today. Everybody out there is not feeling happy. And so for all those people out there who are under the weather today, who are feeling kind of down, that may be watching, hey, you'll get over it. Things will get better. Things will get better. You gotta think that. You gotta think that you're gonna have happy days. You're gonna have good days. You're gonna have nice things going. Rabbit, peace and love. Peace and love to you out there. I hope you are having a great day. Justine, I hope you are having a great day. That cartoon was it's an actual band I was in. I may bring up footage of that band during today's show. I was in a garage band. Justine had sent me an image that Kurt had said reminded him of me, and I love that it was a coffee mug, but it said peace and coffee, but it was a VW bug or VW bus is what it was, and it was like, oh, that was perfect, and I had used that actually as a prop in it was a drawing in a cartoon I did years ago about a garage band that I was in back in 2008, I think it was. I think it was 2008. I was in this band, playing pig roast, playing bike nights, and the little club. Alcohol was not legal in the county. Alcohol was not legal in the county. So bad music was the thing to do. It was what people do. But no, I'm getting a late start today. And it's going to be a good day, though. It is a Tuesday. I am feeling good. It's oh, you're driving home from work. Hey, get home, get the buzz. That's what you need to do. Everybody, if you are ending your day, this is a late stream, so it could be but people watch it from different places, so I never know where anybody's at, what anybody's doing, that sort of thing. But dry counties, yeah, 8 years ago, they finally legalized it. Not just here, not everywhere. All the counties are not the same. Everybody is not created equal. Oh my God, I gotta tell you, no, but no, that was a fun band. I actually at the age of 37, moving to this area, one of the things I wanted to do, I was already working on cartoons. I had bought a bass and I was starting to play music because I was having to add stuff to a cartoon. I did a pilot episode that I was trying to pitch to Cartoon Network. It's a cartoon that is out on is out on the web right now, and I got blackballed from Adult Swim because of it. That's a different story. but I had moved here to the state that I'm in, and I decided, I want to play live music. I want to join just some shit ass band because there were so many bands around here. Everybody was playing, and I had a neighbor who was a drummer, and so I went ahead and it was like, okay, well, I can play rhythm guitar. Yeah, I'll join a band. So we had, there's a guy singing, there's a bass player, there's me, there's another guy on guitar, and it got to be a bit much. The bass player was an idiot who brought a bunch of idiots with him to every practice. So the drummer wants to fire the bass player, but instead of just firing the bass player, he ends up he ends up quitting the band. He said, "I quit," because we had practice at his place, and so the band just kind of broke up at that point. The next week, he calls everybody but the bass player to come back. I owned a bass, and so I said, "Well, I can play bass. I got no problem doing that." I, I didn't know any of the covers, so I had to learn everything that they were playing and all that. But it's a lot of three-chord stuff. And there was country. There were slow songs, and there was country in it as well. We butchered some songs. But because I did cartoons, I made a cartoon series out of that band, and we did 6 episodes, put them out online and everything. The episode that I sent Justine, which was our St. Patrick's Day episode, where we go to a hillbilly town and we're playing a festival there. The West character gets really drunk. They end up charged with all sorts of things, and there's folly involved. But there's a DJ, an actual DJ in that episode that's supposedly sitting at a booth at this festival that they're going to. Hi, there's this Jody at the Road Rage. It's an actual guy, Jody, at the Road Rage. This cartoon came out, and the owner of the radio station fired him and shut the radio station down, shut down funding of and everything on the radio station because the cartoon offended him so much. I had such a negative impact. This was this guy's job. This was the like they didn't have 24 hours of DJs and all those stuff. It was this guy, and I think there was a part-time guy that would come in sometimes. And so that guy Jody from the Road Rage, he lost his job because of that cartoon. He wanted to be in it. He wanted to be in it. I had gone out. There's a character in there called the Z-Man. He was actually a DJ locally here. He played guitar in a band and all that, but he was the Z-Man, and I created this Z on the scene, and so I went to the local DJs at the local radio stations to get them to do voices for characters on the show, and that way they promoted it. We got interviewed on the radio station, all that other stuff, just basic marketing kind of 101, right? Make those connections. But that guy over there, he was like, "Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be great." And he coming off of the last episode, it should have been clear to him, because in the episode prior to this, the one guitarist Jason wins a robotic guitar, the Robotar AI Extreme, which ends up anally raping him one night. And so right there, it should be like, okay, this is a sick cartoon. This is sick and everything. And so he knew going into it, what he was going to be a part of. And I actually think that was much worse than the next episode, the one that he was in. But so he lost his job. That's one of those things that's kind of bad. Those are fun episodes. Those are fun episodes. I wanted to be able to produce one a month, and so I was trying to crank those things out, and I got them to where I was timing them. I wanted to practice getting them coming in right at 11 minutes, because that was the format that the industry standard. Your things are gonna have to come in, at the 11-minute or 22-minute. I was aiming for the 11-minute mark on those, and they were a lot of fun, well received. The first episode, "Man Boobs," is the name of that. I wrote the song for that. and it actually has been played in multiple radio stations. It got requested all the time down here at the local station. Benny loved it. Benny was the guy that sang it. The band broke up because the guitarist Jason in the band had such a problem with not being the star, and and it was the episode where he wanted to get. I told him what the story was on that episode. He was supposed to be the one that was featured next. The first episode featured Benny, man boobs. The second episode featured this other guitarist named Steve, and it was what was it? It was about a hooker. The Thumb, I think, was the name of the episode, but it was a truck stop hooker who was 83 years old or something along those lines, and she dies. Then the third episode was supposed to be Jason's, and I said, now the script I've written is very, very hardcore. I said this guitar ends up raping you. It was the same time that Gibson came out with an auto tuner, the Robo Tuner or whatever, the guitar that would tune itself. It was like the first one that had come out about that time. That was in the news, and so it was like, okay, so a guitar that's a robot takes a DNA analysis. It's connected to its brain, all this other stuff. It attacks him and rapes him at night. They burn down the place. It's a lot of fun. But I told him, I said, now this episode is harsh, and the self-tuning guitar. That's what I was inspired to write this Robotar AI, and then the whammy bar is in the hospital having to have it removed from him because the guitar got him while he was sleeping. It's a rough episode. It's a real, but he knew going into it. I told him, I said, I can have it happen to me if you want, instead of you. And you can be featured in the next. Now I want to be featured in this episode. This is how the guy talked, and his voice is in the cartoon. They voiced their own characters and everything. We would do all that, but so we go to the screening over at the drummer's house. What we would do is I would let everybody and their families all watch it together before I would make it public out there. These are in the days of MySpace, is when I would put it out. And so everybody shows up over there at Benny's house. And the show starts, and it's going through and everything. And Jason's all excited because Jason's featured in this show. There's a moment in the episode where Benny, the drummer, falls down a flight of stairs. At an actual, this is all based on a place. He falls down the stairs, and it's the biggest laugh, and Benny's lines from off in the distance, down in the laugh. Everybody erupts laughing at that moment. None of Jason's laughs got to that point. Benny stole the show. Benny was he was where we would have the butt of the comedy. Before I was the butt of the comedy. Nobody. It just didn't work for him. So then he decided he didn't want to be a cartoon anymore, and he was going to quit the band. He was quitting the cartoon, but still going to be in the band. And I said, look, that's not how this works. And a couple months, he apologized to everybody then, and we made it work for a while. And then he quit. I actually have footage of the gig where we're playing on the back of some flatbed trailers for a bike night around July 4th. It was actually July 5th, I think it was. And no, it was July 12th is the night we were playing, and they were going to have fireworks going off. Because I had tickets to go see Unknown Henson at this club, Cruisers, where I had played and everything. I had tickets to go see him and didn't end up seeing him because the other guitarist, Steve, comes to my house after they had quit. He talked Benny into quitting, and because he was all freaked out because there was no more band and all that, and I didn't care. I did not give a shit. And I was just, it's like, you're keeping me from getting high. That's all I kept thinking, because I didn't let anybody in the band know that I smoked. It was one of those things. Those were good times. But that was back in my early days of animation. I cost a man his job with my animation. In that episode where Benny falls down the stairs, and that exact those stairs and that music place is based on the local music shop. Tim, the character who's working there, is a guy who works there, uh, who was in a number of episodes. It was a local establishment. I did commercials for that company, for that business. It was the same guy that owned Cruisers, the nightclub that we played and everybody else played. So that exact flight of stairs, Benny, a year later, fell down that flight of stairs, cracked his tailbone, had internal bleeding, and almost died. So I foretold the future with my cartoons. Popcorn, peace and love, popcorn. You know, sometimes art just foretells the future, and that's how that was. I never had an alien abduction. I never had an alien abduction. I have I've woken up in parking lots, but it wasn't aliens. Uh, I can tell you that for sure. I can tell you that for sure. It was not aliens. I need to, I do like the idea. Everybody, I do want to mention. Yes, this is a late episode of Coffee with Wes. The show that can't keep a schedule, which I think is kind of good. Oh, gee, peace and love. Oh, I don't think I was probed. I mean, I've been robbed. I've been beaten. Those things. I've been beaten by thugs, bouncers, and by police. It runs the gambit. I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to trust anymore. It's just bad. No, no, my butt wouldn't sore. And from, experimentation, I could tell you my butt would be sore. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's like, no, I don't like that. That's not working for me. That doesn't work for me. Nah, it was, those were good times, though. Those were good times. Life is good. Life takes turns. Life is something to savor. Life is something to savor and learn. Change the subject now. No, no, no. But experimentation. What's all that about? Hey, there is a G spot in everybody's ass. It's how they get the bulls off. If you ever watched, did you ever watch that Kiss when Gene Simmons, was it Family Jewels? Was that the name of the show? Family Jewels, Gene Simmons, Family Jewels. Uh, he went out. They set this thing up to where they were gonna invest in a semen collection, and the episode that I shared at the end, they are actually it was inspired by Gene Simmons. This connects to the cartoon that I was just talking about. Oh man, you gotta why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that, Ellie? Hang on, I have to respond to something here real quick. Hardy har har! Exclamation point. And then follow that up with, I love you. There you go. That's what you do when they're a quality woman. You follow it up with the I love you, even though you're saying hardy har har. At the end, they get sentenced to 200 hours of community service working at the Hogsball Holler collection department from the artificial insemination plant. They're going to be jerking off bulls, is what I had in the show. It was inspired from Gene Simmons going out to this bull. They're going to collect the semen from this bull, and they got this probe. They got this big probe that they get up the ass of this bull to get that the oh, why can't I think of it? Why can't I think of it? Somebody. Oh Jesus! I have smoked too much today. I have clearly smoked too much today. Uh, but no, to stimulate the area in the ass that gets you there. And that's what they did. They didn't have some pumping machine pumping the bull, and they don't have Tom Green giving the bull a hand job or anything like that. They have a probe up this bull's ass in order to do it. Oh, da 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 da. All right, all right. It was hardy har har. Now the so that was the inspiration for the ending of that and everything. Just to kind of because it is one of those shocking things. It's one of those this is going there. You try to go there with comedy, or at least I do. I There are no bounds. There are no as a person now in this century. I have a hard time. I have a hard time coming up with comedy that is gonna push any bounds that haven't already been done. And South Park actually did an episode kind of similar to this. With they've done a couple. One about lowering the bar and how they believe they lowered the bar. But I had to I thought about it. I've done so many episodes of cartoons where the pilot episode had to do with bestiality. We enjoy every day bestiality. I had another cartoon, The Hard Time to Citizenship, or no, Shroomin' and Steve. It was about a cockroach and a mushroom, and talking cockroach and mushroom living in a human world, and and their first episode was titled Bestiality. They were trying to run an online porn site, but they couldn't afford the prices of the girls working at the dance club, so they ended up breaking into the local petting zoo and filming stuff every night. And it was really a gross show. It was really a gross show, and it's like, oh, you can't do that. And it's like, really? The joke. I think the joke from Squidbillies. You boys here to bang a goat? Because a goat's dead, but we can work something out. That's a dead animal. That's a dead animal joke. That's on a carried by cable. You got to pay extra money with cable to get the Adult Swim tier and everything along those lines. So that right there, I think made it feel like it was okay. Feel like it was okay to push those bounds, and that's what I try to do with a lot of the comedy. I try to because I don't think there's anything. The guys at South Park, those geniuses at South Park, uh, cockroach and mushroom grew up upon a farm. One grew up to be real bad, the other could do no harm. Just sit back and watch as they bother everyone. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Sit back, relax. Come on, let's have some fun. Shroomin' and Steve. That was one of them. That was one of the theme songs for it. Cockroach. Let's see. Cockroach and mushroom growing up smoking weed. One grew up bad. No, I can't remember how that one went. I had like three different theme songs that I wrote for that song. I have DVDs. I have CDs with data. I have DVDs of it was the first one that I actually set out to do. A little bit go into the history of how I got into animation. Uh, it was after watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the pilot episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the first time it aired, and thinking to myself, I can do this. I was already fascinated with what was going on with how they'd bought all the stuff from Hanna-Barbera, and they had Space Ghost Coast to Coast happening. So it was back in 2004. I'm watching this. I'm watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I'm thinking, I can do this. I know I can do this. And I was a huge fan of already South Park and any animation. I grew up with Looney Tunes. I grew up with I grew up with Bugs Bunny making all the jokes. You watch those. I grew up on animation and just always fascinated with it. But I decided I could do it, and there wasn't any YouTube. There wasn't the same level that there is right now of information, of quickly being able to look stuff up. So I'm trying to find what I can, but I know Flash is the future. I'd gone through all these different. I'd looked at different programs that were available, and I thought Flash is the thing to do. And so I started using Flash, and and it was before Home Movies, another one of my favorites. Brendan Small, the that it was before they went to Flash. It was before Aqua Teen Hunger Force went to Flash. I started using Flash because it was something I could manage, and animation production, the management and organization of it is exactly to me. I see it exactly as computer programming. I came from computer programming. And the management of assets and reusable assets and the structures therein, there was just a natural flow to, okay, this is how all this fits together, and I have to manage it this way. And so I start working with that. And the first project that I end up working on is a Shroomin' and Steve, a cockroach and a mushroom. It was going to be a 22-minute episode, and each week they were going to be in a new location, new locale. I wrote 5 scripts for this thing, detailed scripts. Uh, this first week they're at their cousin Dexter, at the mushroom's cousin. He's a walking, talking mushroom with floating gloved hands, right? Floating gloved hands. The other is a human sized with a super strength cockroach. The cockroach is a bad guy. Cockroach is into all. He works at a strip club, all this other stuff. He's the one running that. The mushroom has gotten himself a job at the local office. He's the mail boy, walking around, and he's fallen in love, all that other stuff. But that was kind of the storyline, and worked on that for 6 months, learning all that I needed to, honing the, okay, this is how it needs to be organized, this is how it needs to be put together. And I got offered a job. I got contacted about a programming job, $100 an hour programming job, and and I said, sure, I'll take the job. It was a contract job, working from home, all that shit. Uh, I then get a call. Well, I was going to be in the office. I was going to be in the office part of the time. I then get a call, Ricky, peace and love, peace and love. I then get a call where they're I'm told I have to contact this one employee, Deb, because she said if I came back to work there, she would resign. And and I understand, because I called Deb out on a number of her bullshit. She was just trolling for someone there. Uh, Deb was uh, Deb was 46 years old, and this 26-year-old programmer named Harpal Thukral out of India, who was going to lose his citizenship. Uh, Deb took $40,000 to marry Harp, so he could stay in the country. My father arranged this thing, uh, and uh, and they were then married. She was such a piece of trash in the office, and worthless, absolutely worthless. But she had become so indispensable, he couldn't get rid of her. And so he tells me to call her and tell her that everything's going to be fine with me working there and there won't be any problems. And I respond with, have her fill the fucking position. I don't need to do that at all. And I wrote I created this scene, and I did an animation of, it was a couple minutes long, just a couple, maybe 3.5. It was where it's her lying sitting up in the bed, and the Sheila and Ranish. I create these two other characters, Sheila and Ranish, based on her and Harp. Come lick my pussy, and or I started off with her saying, and then I said I would quit if they hired him. I do everything there. They can't afford to lose me. And she asked what he's doing. He's working, typing. And she says, come lick my pussy, and I'll quiz you on the Bill of Rights. And, oh, you fat bitch. What did you say? I said, does your pussy itch? It was me doing all these voices, all this stuff. It turns out to be a scene, and this is graphic, everybody. This is graphic. It turns out to be a scene where he's going down on her. She then has stomach problems and shits everywhere during the scene. He's yelling, "Oh, I have shit in my eyes! I have shit in my eyes!" And then he throws up on her box. He throws up everywhere. She's mad at him, yells at him that he ruined the mood. She's gonna go watch TV. He better clean this up. He then is crying, sobbing, and says the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United. And he falls into this pile of shit and vomit, sobbing after doing the Pledge of Allegiance. Judas, peace and love, peace and love. That I sent that off. I sent that off to some people, and I got really, really bad and really, really good reactions. I had somebody that couldn't stop laughing for the first couple of minutes when they called me, because they had just watched it and could not stop laughing. I then had somebody else saying, this is the worst piece of filth I've ever seen. This is terrible. Nobody should ever see this. And because I got this, because it really doesn't matter to me. I reached people. I either thoroughly fucking offended you, or I really, really made you laugh. And I felt so good about that. I felt so alive during that I went ahead and wrote the rest of an 11-minute episode to the whole thing. So it shows them at work. It shows that they're getting married and all that other stuff, that the justice of the peace. It shows the strip club where the character that's kind of based on me, and at the end he doesn't get the job because she claims sexual harassment, something along those lines, and he ends up his wife is leaving him, all this other stuff. We've got all that. It turned out to be a funny episode, but it turned out to be the first full episode of anything that I finished was this. The Hard Way to Citizenship with Sheila and Ranish. It's very very graphic. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It ends with that. It ends with that. That was done 2007, maybe 2007. I had then moved here. I do a guerrilla marketing campaign that ends up landing me blackballed from William Street, the people that do Adult Swim. Good fun there. And then I join this band, and I create 6 episodes with this band just to keep putting out comedy. And then life changed. I went through what I am recovering from now. And ooh yeah, life goes on. Oh, I did We Enjoy Every Day. Did that weed cartoon. That was within the last, I think that was 4 years ago, something along those lines. I see. Insurance increase. That blows. I mean, does it blow? Is it? Ricky, I'm gonna have to say, I was lurking while you gave the like and everything while you and Tana were hanging yesterday. Hanging out there when you were saying don't want to get too high, because you had just gotten home and all that other stuff. Consider me too high. That's the thing. When you're looking at me, consider me too high. Hard Way to Citizenship with Sheila and Ranish. He was born in a dirt poor country, so he went to school to learn to code. Hopped on a plane to America, then he did just what he was told. Till one day the man said, you're gonna have to leave until you find a way for citizenship. So he found himself a really fat girl and decided to marry it. Dun, dun. He's doing it the hard way, trying to get in the USA. If not, he'll have to go away. He's doing it the hard way. Do 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 do. All the transition music was electric guitar, based off of I think kind of a Hendrix, the Star Spangled Banner. Hendrix doing the Star Spangled Banner. That was kind of how I put all that together. Taking away holidays and shits. Oh, that's what's happening. Oh, I got this. I'm gonna go. I wanted to get on to something so that I could get up to take care of this mutt that needs a moment of help. Because now it's too early, and I wanted to actually get the friggin', oh, where is it? I wanted to get that garage band. You know, I should play one of the cartoons. That's what I ought to play, is just one of the cartoons. That'd give me enough time to take care of this friggin' dog. Let me see what I got here. Let me see what I got as far as Bandits cartoons. Bandits band. Allie, I see Allie. Bandits band. I am gonna, let's see. What episode of Bandits band do we want to watch? I want to watch the one where he gets mounted and violated by the guitar. Although the one where none of us are featured, that's actually a little bit better. This is a little bit better. This one's a little bit better. Now, one last thing. I'm going to end up playing this. But one more thing about this. Let's see if I'm able to share this. Oh, damn it. It's already started. The theme song to this. Another reason the guy Jason quit the band was everywhere he went, he was complimented on the guitar work in the theme song, the intro. I wrote this. I played all the instruments on it. I had them sing along. I had them come over and I recorded their vocals. But he had to tell everybody, that's not me, that's Wes. I'm the bass player, right? I'm the guy that doesn't know. But this was the song I wrote and everything. I'm going to take care of El Muzzolina while I play this episode of... Is this it? I play this episode of The Bandits. Let's see. Let us see. This is better. I'm going to give this dog some water over here, and I think I'm going to start myself a little bit more coffee while this cartoon plays. Everybody enjoy. Oh, let me take a look at the volume. I don't want it to be too loud. Everybody enjoy this episode of The Bandits. Can everybody hear it?
What's that in the sky? Not a bird, not a plane, it's the Bandits. Four Kentucky guys playing music in the hills, it's the Bandits. That's right.
Dude, this kicks ass! Yeah, we should have done this a long time ago. How's he doing? Actually, pretty good. Woohoo! Look at me! Hey guys! Hey, Benny! Look out for that rock! Ah! Ah!
Tragedy struck on the lake this weekend with a boating accident involving local garage band and public nuisance, the Bandits. The wreckage has been located, but the band members remain missing. Here with the latest details is our on-the-spot reporter, Mark.
Thanks, Z-Man. I'm down here at the dock where everyone is giving a sigh of relief. It turns out the damage to the boat was not as severe as previously thought, and they believe they'll have it repaired and back out on the water just in time for the holiday weekend.
Any word yet on the bandits?
No. There doesn't seem to be any search effort underway, although I did hear the owner of the boat rental shop say that if they are found, they will not be getting their deposit back.
I see.
One moment, Z-Man. Let me ask this gentleman here. Excuse me. Sir, would you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Huh? Oh, hey, am I gonna be on TV? Hey, Mom.
Sir, are you worried that the bandits are still missing?
I'd like to give a shout out to all my guys, my band Brother Stone. Woohoo! I'm on TV, bitches!
There you have it, Z. Where I'm at, nobody seems to care that the bandits are missing. How are things where you are, Nona?
I'm right here, you moron. This is the big story I got out of bed for, and who the are the bandits? I'm out of here.
Well, there you have it, folks. The bandits are still missing, and nobody seems to care. Coming up after the break, we'll get health tips from Dr. Punjab and talk to him about his new book, Don't Stick That There. So stay tuned.
Oh, man. Where the hell are we?
We're stuck on an island in the middle of the f***ing lake. That's where we are.
Oh man, we're gonna die, aren't we?
We just need to remain calm. Don't you guys ever watch Man vs. Wild? Now, the first thing we need to do is take inventory of what we've got.
Well, I've got nothing.
I've got a ballpoint pen.
I've got a box of condoms.
What? What the hell's a box of condoms gonna do?
Hell, I don't know. Maybe we could use them as rain catchers.
Ooh.
Man, this is just like that TV show.
With Dilligan, the Dipper too, the billionaire and his wife, the porn movie star, a ballpoint pen and a box of condoms here on Dilligan's Isle.
We need to find some food. On TV, he said to chew grass and swallow the juice.
Ugh, that tastes terrible.
That's poison oak.
Dude, that's where I was pissing.
Ugh, you bastard.
Hey guys, look at this outfit. Man, my itches.
Look, guys. I wonder where this leads.
Well, go ahead, Benny. Try it out.
All right, I will. It's safe, guys. Go ahead and cross. What's the matter, guys? Too fat for the bridge?
No!
I'm starting to think you're right, Benny. We are gonna die.
Halt! Who dares trespass on my island?
See what I mean? Out of nowhere. Bam! We're dead.
Silence! I am Delaraj, king of the island, and you are my prisoners.
Little boy, you need to stop fooling around now and take us to where your parents are.
Silence, prisoner!
See? Dead.
You outworlders think you are so superior with your running water and electricity.
Look, you've got this all wrong. We were just in a boating accident.
You don't have running water?
What about women?
Silence! Back in your 1980s, what you call scientists were working on cloning in what you call a government lab. Their experiments were a huge success, but soon it became more than they could handle. Eventually, their funding ran out, and they decided to abandon the helpless offspring on a faraway island where they would never be found. And we, gentlemen, we are those clones.
Well, what the do you want with us?
You will be the main course at tomorrow's feast honoring the bearded clam.
Well, Benny, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. There's no way your ass is going to fit in that thing.
Oh, we've got that covered too. Tomorrow, my people, we feast on their flesh.
See? Dead.
Dude, there's gotta be a way out of this. Let's go rent a frickin' boat, you said. We need to get out and have some fun, you said. Well, Benny, are you having fun yet? Huh? Asshole?
Why the hell you blaming me for? You guys wrecked the boat. Don't we have anything that can help us escape?
Still got my pen. I guess I could kill myself with it, but I'm too weak from hunger to do that.
Dude, I could spooge on the bars and see if you could slide between them.
Oh, God, is that what's on these bars?
Damn, I thought that was coconut milk. Fag.
Great. We're stuck here in this cage and you guys are making gay jokes. I swear if we live through this, I'm just gonna f***ing kill you.
And then I said, pull up to the next window. And you know what that means.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
You go, girlfriend.
You guys are queer.
Oh, do you see what I see?
Oh, I think I do.
Is that hot apple pie?
I think it is.
Hey, give me a slice of that.
Oh, no. The pie was under there.
Psst. Got some donuts here.
Donuts?
Oh, hi. Did someone say there were donuts over here?
Yeah, right here on my knife.
Really?
Hey, you think I had some donuts?
What the f?
Guys, are you seeing this
Something's killing all the guards.
Yeah, but what?
Maybe it's a predator, like in that movie.
It looks like Tim.
But what would Tim be doing out here?
Maybe Tim's a predator.
What the hell is with you and Predator?
Nothing. Predator's just a badass, that's all.
Would you shut up? We all know you've got a boner for the Predator.
F you, man.
Dude, you know its mouth did kind of look like a cooter. All sideways and Ew. What, am I the only one that thinks about pork and aliens?
Boy, I can't wait for that feast tomorrow.
Yep. Rumor has it there'll be donuts there.
Oh, really?
Pizza guy.
Did you order pizza?
If it's been more than 30 minutes, it's free.
Dude, you're totally late with that pie.
Oh, well, here you go.
Huh. We totally conned him out of that pie.
Yeah, what a douche.
Oh, this pizza's totally burned.
Who cares? It's free.
Come on, guys, follow me. Hurry up. Ha ha ha! Eat legs, you bitches! Ha ha! You guys are safe now. You can take this raft on back to the mainland.
What about you, Tim?
Yeah, aren't you coming with us?
Sorry, guys. I'm needed elsewhere. So long, bitches!
Gosh, he really was a predator all along.
Shut up and row.
Man, this is gonna take forever. I'm bored.
Hey, I could put on a puppet show with my rain catchers. Look, no hands.
Ew.
Well, we hope you all enjoyed tonight's action-packed show.
Yeah, and I think we all learned a thing or two about survival.
I learned not to watch a Predator movie with Steve.
I think we all learned that, Wes. So remember, folks, don't f with Tim.
No
I had no idea he could do that.
I already took a course at SEC.
Really? Which one?
Ninja 101.
Ninja 101. Now that's funny.
This has been a Bandits Medical Minute.
So long, bitches!
That was it. Does it have high tie-dye guy at the end? Oh, it doesn't. It didn't have high tie-dye guy at the end. Oh, Jesus. That scares me. That scares me. I gotta do this. That was, Now that was based on an actual band. Those were actual guys. All of those people. And I may show that here in a second. So that, you know, those of you that sat through that crazy cartoon there can actually see what kind of, that they were based on actual idiots. Jason was the one, the yellow shirted one. And are they wearing the exact same? I know at one point they had the exact same outfits on. When we played, we had to play a party the week before or something along those lines. It was, oh jeez, let me see if I can find this. Hang on. Because it's not like I have anything planned for this. It's not like I have anything at all planned. Oh, none of this is good. I thought this would be good, but no, it turns out to not be good. I don't see anything. It's got to be a backup somewhere. Unless, new backup? Is this the one? Unless somebody deleted it. People delete stuff. Sometimes people are like, I'm going to delete your shit. And then they delete all your shit. And you're like, Jesus, that was, all good shit. Why would you delete all my shit like that? And you don't know. You don't know. You're like, I don't know. Videos. Bandit show. Alright. Yes, you're all going to be in luck. I mean, I don't know. We'll see which one of these, this is the video it was the third one. It has nothing in it. I'm gonna find something. I know this pause. This is riveting, isn't it? Now I'm hoping to find a song. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here we go. This is going to be what everybody wants. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I got to figure out a way to get you the audio. You should be able to. Alright. Here we go. Now I'm doing it. See me working? It. This is the way you do it. Without shit.
Really got me down. Got me so kissing my night. You really got me.
It's the wrong screen. I gotta stop the screen share. And the dog, I hear the dog. Everything's falling apart for me, everybody. Everything's falling apart for me. You ever have one of those days? Ever have one of those where you're like, oh man, everything is just falling apart? Here we go. Here is the actual band on a frickin' flatbed. A couple of flatbeds put together. This is the in the middle.
Don't ever let me. I only wanna be by your side. Please, don't ever let me be. I only wanna be by your side. Really got me now. Got me so I don't know what to do. Really got me now. Got me so I can't sleep my night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me.
It was just a bad band. But that was the actual band that the show was based off of. This dog is just begging for me to yell. Hey, you've gotten home. You know what? Oh, now you get to drive home. Yay. Oh, man. Where did I just put that? I thought I had brought over. I did. I brought some over. I am gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and light something. I feel like lighting something because I gotta kill another at least 4 minutes. At least 4 minutes. I appreciate everybody who's been out here today. I appreciate everybody who has come through. Everybody who has bothered to like this late edition episode of Coffee with Wes. It was a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday. I had hoped to get to video chat with my children last night, but instead of that being the case, there was no contact, and there was a barrage of. Well, I did. Some people don't deal with life in a healthy manner. I hope everybody out there. I'm going to enjoy some more of this Tim Hortons. I'm having Tim Hortons again. Oh, and the thing I wanted to talk about, the thing I wanted to mention. Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to have the music vibe. I think some people are going to show up. I think I've got some musicians that are going to show up. That's Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It is scheduled on the page. So that one you can know of and everything. Otherwise, these Coffee with Wes, I have no idea on times. I'm terrible about that sort of thing. Life gets in the way a lot. I'm trying to knock one of these out a day. I'm trying to make this a regular thing. And so far, I'm not too bad at it. So far, it's working out. And this has kind of been a motivating show for me. I feel like this has been a motivating show. Watching one of the full length, because that one came in right at 11 minutes. Watching one of the full length episodes really kind of motivates the shit out of me. I want to get back to comedy. I've been thinking about live comedy, but maybe that's not maybe that's more just special occasion, special event stuff, and concentrate more on pre-recorded comedy. See if I can't make that into a little bit. Although live is so much damn fun. Friday night, that's another thing I want to mention. Friday night, we are doing live comedy over at Charlie Wood Lives at 11:20 p.m. Eastern Time. At Charlie Wood Lives, it'll be shared everywhere and all that. 11:20 p.m. It is going to be a comedy show we're going to do. I'm probably going to appear as Steve, and I'm thinking about doing that final countdown. For those of you that weren't here at the beginning of the show, I'm gonna learn how to do the entire song, the Europe song, the final countdown, playing the bass part and doing the keyboard part with my mouth. I think it's gonna be funny. I figure I'll do that at the Halloween party. There's gonna be puppets, animation, mannequins. It's all live. It's gonna be it's gonna be a little bit much. It's gonna be a little bit much. That's what I should say. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna appear as a ghost during the show. That's those ghost costumes. Is this a classic Charlie Brown? We got our ghost costumes on. We're throwing a sheet over our head. We may throw a mask over top of that. I love that. Every kid, and some of them are throwing masks on. Some of them are just walking around. I'm a potato. With all of the eyes. That was a good one. Classic Charlie Brown. No, I'm having a good day. I'm feeling like it's gonna turn out to be a good day. Everything is Everything is a ray of sunshine. Everything is hope. Everything is how you hope to be able to choose to look at it. We all create our own reality. We all create how we choose to feel about the things around us. We have to fight certain thoughts. We have to fight certain feelings. We have to, come to terms with certain things. Do the best you can. I turn to comedy a lot for that, and weed. Comedy and weed are the two things that kind of keep me grounded when it comes to acceptance and other things along those lines. I'm getting better at it. It'll happen. It'll happen one day. But now we've got that coming up this week, Friday night. I've got Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, doing the music vibe. Hopefully gonna have some musicians. It's gonna be a good time. Then I got the other thing going on. Friday night, 11:20 p.m. We've got the comedy, and then Saturday night I'm gonna do another Saturday night music vibe, but only 2 hours, starting at 8 p.m. Kind of a pre-vibe to Camp Gmail, the 5-hour open mic that happens over there every Saturday night at 10 p.m. But click on the notification bell, because I don't know, other than those music vibes, other than the three things I just told you, the Thursday music vibe, Friday comedy, Saturday music vibe. I do these Coffee with Wes, but they're whenever. I have no idea. I don't have good enough control of life to be able to deal with that. I have pulled off my hour. I feel great. I'm feeling good. Everybody, have yourself a beautiful day. Make the most of it. If you're a cannabis enthusiast, get over at 9 p.m. Eastern Time over to I Love Weed Live, because every night they've got an awesome vibe over there, full of people that are just enjoying weed in one form or another. So head on over and join that community. Everybody who's not doing that, I hope you're not getting drunk and being mean to your kids. Don't do that. Don't get drunk and be mean to your kids, because that's wrong. That's totally wrong, and you know it. Peace and love, everybody. I will catch you all mañana. Goodbye.